Okay, modelers, so we're going to do a bit of a inbox review of the, don't even ask me how to pronounce this, the Geschutzwagen, not sure how to pronounce it, but this is a prototype that the Allies found at the end of the war. It's a mammoth big thing, it's just massive, this thing. It was developed by the Krupp factory, and they sort of developed to carry the big gun. And like I say, they only found a prototype of it when they sort of overtook Germany. They found this prototype. It was partially assembled. It wasn't fully assembled. It was only partially assembled. So this thing's a bit of a what if, I guess. I mean, things like this, kits like this, is something that you can sort of build up to whatever standard you want. You know, so I mean, you can. It's a fantasy thing if you want to. If you can have it so it's been in the battlefield or whatever. This one here, I'm probably going to build to sort of show that it's been found in a factory and still partially assembled or whatever. But this is a mammoth big kit. It's a huge big box, and it's brought out by Trumpeter, 1/35 scale, obviously. And there's not much to see on the box except the box art on here is just beautiful. On the side, it's got a little bit of history about the tank itself, and it's just got photos, well not photos, but pictures of basically the same as what you see on the top here, in the same colour on the, with side profiles and front profiles. Now this kit, I have had this open and had a look inside. It has got an interior like an engine, driver seat, all that sort of stuff, so you can build a full interior in this. But what we'll do now, guys, we'll open up the box. Now this is going to go at the front of my build video as well. I am going to build this straight away, so I'm going to do an inbox review, and this is going to be the first section of my build as well. So we'll take the lid off. I haven't had this open for a while, guys, so forgive me if it's got moths or something in it. But as you can see, the box is absolutely chockers full of nice stuff. And then one of the things that sticks out to me with this kit is the metal tracks. That's beautiful to have a kit like this, and they throw in the metal tracks with it. Just beautiful. So that'll give us the option to have this thing sitting with full tracks and have all the sag and all that sort of thing. Because obviously the way the tracks are on this thing, you can see on the diagram here, they sag right down inside there. Off the drive wheels, they sag right down in amongst all those wheels. So having metal tracks allows you to be able to have all that nice sag in there. So the first thing we'll do, we'll have a quick look through the instruction booklet here. Forgive my dirty hands, guys, I am actually modelling at the moment. So first page, I might just see if I can zoom out any further. No, I can't. But first thing we've got to go to our sprue call outs here. Now obviously there's a heap of sprues here. So what I'm going to go through first thing, I'm going to go through and put tape on each one of them and draw the letter on the tape so that I can find the sprues easy. And then the first thing, like all armour, we start off with our running gear. So obviously, being such a mammoth thing, you can see here how much running gear there is on this thing. It's absolutely massive. But I'm really looking forward to doing this build because it is such a huge beast and it's fully detailed. We'll go over to our next page here, and then comes our tracks. Obviously the tracks are something you can do at your own stage. Now with this kit here, you've got the metal tracks, which I'll be using, but you've also got a set of vinyl tracks in there as well. So if you want to go the vinyl track route, you can. The vinyl tracks are probably going to be a bit of a pain. You're going to have to run some wire or something around the inside of them to get that sag effect. Otherwise they're going to be stretched across drive wheels, the sprocket and so on. But anyway, after the tracks, we're starting to go with a bit of interior stuff here. Then the engine. Now this is something that's just amazing with this, how detailed this engine is. You can see we've got like 2 pages full of gear here. The engine, the gearbox, and even over onto a 3rd page. You can see how detailed that is. It's just absolutely fantastic. So this thing's really nicely detailed, and as you see, all that work goes down into here, and that's it. Looks like our firewall here's got all the detail on it as well. Our driver's seat, all the driver's gears in there as well, the pedals and the levers and all that sort of thing. And then our fan assemblies. The fan assemblies aren't as complex. There's a few parts in them, but they're not as complex as say the engine and that. but you don't really need them to be, and they drop down either side of the engine there. And then it's just sort of over onto a few more little plates on the outside, and the same thing but on the opposite side. And as you can see, that there's just so much detail in this, all these little parts that have got to go on these side plates, and then they drop down into place. So you're looking at, this is where the gun will be housed down inside here, so all those nice little details will be nicely sitting in there. Then we have sort of like the cover over the front part here going together with the hatches and so on. Obviously, you can have the hatches open, so you can show off all that detail that's sitting inside there. That's what I'm sort of planning to do. If you've got that nice detail in there, you obviously want to show it off, so I'm going to go with that. Some more detail going on here. As you can see, these instructions have got, all these little pieces go together just to make up the one little part that goes in there. This is obviously the holder for the actual gun itself. Then we've got the barrel going together over here, and then the gun going together, and then going into the holder. So I mean, there's a lot of detail. Well, there's 4 pages there just to put that gun together, and then obviously you've got some more detail going around where the gun will be housed, and where it's going to be sliding backwards and forwards, and where it's actually mounted to the tank itself. So more detail even in that part there. And as you can see, it's a mammoth big thing. It's absolutely enormous, but this is going to be absolutely beautiful when it's done. And over here there's even more going on now, to add underneath it to make it like, so it turns a little, twists a little bit from side to side, and then it finishes off over here. So you've got your gun assembly in one piece and your main tank in another piece. You can have them separated if you want. I'm not sure, I know I have seen some photos of this thing, that photos the Allies took when they found it, but I can't remember if the gun was in it or not. I think the gun was separate, but I don't know, I'll have to look that up, guys. But anyway, that's the instructions for it. We have our colour call out there. As you see, it's just done in the undercoat that the Germans would have had it in. But I mean, it's up to you, that whatever colours you want to put on there, being a bit of a fancy thing. So these are obviously the side walls here, bit of detail put in them, some nice rivet detail and stuff like that. These are all the little push handles and stuff like that that go on it, in around the inside there. I can't see much flash. I can see a couple of little injector pin marks, hopefully. Yeah, I can see injector pin marks like really bad on the inside of here. Hopefully we might be able to, I'm not sure if something covers those up or not, but anyway, we're going to have to find that out when we start doing the build. Then in here, honestly I don't know what a lot of these parts are. A lot of this here is to do with the actual main gun itself and the breech and all that sort of stuff going together. But again, I can't see any flash or anything on these. They look really nice and crisp. Some really nice detail down on some of these little parts here. But yeah, that all looks nice. Even like these little parts down in here, like little handles and stuff like that. Some really nice detail etched into those. And here it looks like we have our engine and fans and so on. As you can see up here, the fans are sort of done in one, mainly one solid block. The engine's got all these details that I've got to go on to build the engine up, so very nice. This looks like the base of the actual, the barrel of the actual gun itself, and that's actually huge, absolutely huge, that thing. So yeah, this is going to look really awesome when it's built, guys. It's a massive big piece of armour. So here we have the top part here, the cover plate goes over the top of the base and all that sort of thing. These are all down on the floor in the back where the gun goes. We've got a firewall going on there. Again, some beautiful detail moulded into these, really nice, really crisp. Most of this stuff here, I can see injector pin marks all over it, but all this stuff should be all on the underneath of stuff, so you shouldn't be able to see all that. Down in here, now this all looks like part of the base. Okay, we've got our drive sprockets and things like that, and spring work. These will have to be the mounting housings on the outside. Yeah, same on that side, but yeah, again, really nice detail in there. Here's the start of our wheels going on, guys. And as you can see, we've got like, what, 4 sprues full of wheels there that you've got to go together. And this one here, this is more of the engine block, guys, so that shows you how detailed it is. The second sprue I've come across with the engine parts. And there's more engine parts. I'm not sure, some of those parts I'm not sure what they are, but I see a bit of a jerry can I think happening there. But really nicely detailed again. And this here is all obviously the plate where the actual main part of the gun sits on, where it can swivel a little bit with these plates here. Some beautiful rivet detail going on here. Again, down the sides here, these are the sides of the gun. Again, this is the side plates, and beautiful detail on these. Really nice big thick rivets and that going on there. For something that would have been this massive, obviously would have had a lot of heavy riveting going on to hold the thing together. So it looks really nice, guys. And we have a little bit of photo etch. So obviously the photo etch is like most Dragon and Trumpeter kits. They provide the photo etch to go over your grills, your vents and things like that. So that looks nice as well. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the inbox review, and I will get on and do this build now. And obviously, like most builds, I'll turn the camera back on as we get to certain stages in the build.